Right. You hear these athletes talking about, yeah, we was out there tricking. What? Why? You're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. Stop paying people that you don't have no respect for. It sets it up bad for us. We got women out here can't find a man because they acting like him. You are alpha. Now the alphas all want these subservient husbands. You can't have one.
No. That ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen. Sorry about that. Okay, go ahead. Boy, you done got me canceled how many times in this program? Where's the camera? I didn't write nothing I said tonight. It's all been on these cue cards, and I'm just gonna keep reading them. Ask your next.
Charge though. Are you afraid of what's going to transpire now?
You fight on, you fight on, you fight on, you fight on. When your government is doing you wrong, you fight on, oh, you fight on.
Congresswoman, you are.
So, you got, excuse me, you have the Congresswoman. She went to court today. We're going to get into that. Then you got the vice mayor out in California. We're going to get into that. But let's start with this. We got a lot to do in a little bit of time. Let's go. Let's all sing along.
We're now facing a federal charge, though. Are you afraid of what's going to transpire now?
You fight on, you fight on, you fight on, you fight on. When your government is doing you wrong, you fight on, oh, you fight on.
There you have it, guys. This is what happens when you're in a world of shit. Just let you know. The feds have pushed charges on her. She went to court today. I was like, see, these damn gladiators, they just don't learn.
The judge today laid out a schedule which maps out legal proceedings leading to a projected November trial, we learned today, and that's according to the judge.
We will fight this. At the end of the day, this is all about political intimidation. The Trump administration and his, him and his colleagues or cronies, whatever you want to call them, have weaponized the federal government. They've weaponized the Department of Justice. And anybody who stands up to them, anyone who criticizes them, anyone who fights back against them, find themselves in these hairs that we're in today.
During the same...
Now, it's the same thing that we were saying, for the most part, most men were saying about the Kamala Harris thing. Like, these women believe that they could actually beat the white man. They actually believe that they're white women. They believe they could go up against the white man and all this stuff. These women are facing they're facing charges like P. Diddy. Like, this is serious shit. Now, they might not get it. I mean, they could still give the bitch felony probation or something like that, but this is crazy. Exactly why they didn't belong in politics, straight ready to be corrupt and never being corrupt to help the blacks, though. I agree with that. And she's worried about the government. Bitch, you are government.
We'll fight this. At the end of the day, this is all about political intimidation. The Trump administration and his, him and his colleagues or cronies, whatever you want to call them, have weaponized the federal government. They've weaponized the Department of Justice. And anybody who stands up to them.
Black women, in particular her, she has weaponized the government. She has weaponized the Department of Justice, thinking she can go out there and do whatever she wants to do.
We learned today, and that's according to the judge.
We will fight this. At the end of the day, this is all about political intimidation. The Trump administration and his, him and his colleagues or cronies, whatever you want to call them, have weaponized the federal government. They've weaponized the Department of Justice. And anybody who stands up to them, anyone who criticizes them, anyone who fights back against them, find themselves in these hairs that we're in today.
Here you go. She knows she's in big, big trouble. You hear me? This woman is in. She, they said, yeah, we're gonna. She pled not guilty to federal. 10 years worth of charges.
We did not go there to protest. We did not go there for any of that. We went there to make sure that this facility was up to par and the detainees there were getting due process. We did not go there to protest.
I bet you she wish she didn't go there now. Okay. So let's see what a couple people. Well, let's see what happened.
Just a reminder that I raged so hard against this guy and his racist.
What?
To her.
They're not playing with these black people anymore, bro. Right there. And that might be never know if these people are female or male, but she definitely pushed that officer. Look, she pushing that officer. Whoa! Oh yeah, they know they got her dead to right. They know. So she, you know how it is. At least in the street. In the street is like, tell it to the judge.
We will not take this. We will fight back. And as I close out, because I know we've been out here for a long time, and God damn it, shut down the city. We are at war. Anytime a person can pay $250 million into a campaign and they be given access to the Department of Treasury of the United States of America, we are at war.
Okay. Now, don't have that same tone anymore.
Congresswoman, you are now facing a federal charge, though. Are you afraid of what's going to transpire now?
You fight on, you fight on, you fight on, you fight on. Yeah, I remember I was watching CNN that night, right? This bitch just started singing. I'm like, ma'am, that's a white girl right there. She don't understand what you talking about. You fight on.
Afraid of what's going to transpire now?
You fight on, you fight on, you fight on, you fight on. When your government is doing you wrong, you fight on, oh, you fight on.
I ain't saying nothing. Let you niggas digest that bullshit.
Who remembers this person? How about now? That ball of love and joy is Congresswoman LaMonica McIver, and she's doing court today. The ACLU of New Jersey says that she's being politically prosecuted for doing her job.
All right, let's move on. Because we still got to get to that Hispanic woman that did that shit.
During the same visit at that detention facility, Newark Mayor Ross Baraka was arrested on a trespass.
Hold on. Did y'all see the mayor?
Why would this guy travel?
Did y'all see the
Well, Congresswoman LaMonica McIver appearing in
the
Democratic
Hispanic
Congresswoman
bitch
LaMonica.
call out the gangs and stuff? Hold on, y'all.
Democratic Congresswoman LaMonica McIver was in court today facing charges of assaulting federal law enforcement officers during a scuffle outside an immigration detention center in New Jersey. This is back last month. Well, Congresswoman LaMonica McIver appearing in court today for arraignment on assault charges.
Right back here to the history.
And I think I'm open. I've always been open to having conversations. We have to have good government.
When the mayor of Newark, New Jersey was arrested on grounds of federal trespassing. That charge has since been dropped. The mayor was on CNN with Abby Phillip last night and spoke about all of this. Listen to this.
I didn't see any of the things that were stated. I didn't see any of those things happen. So I think that the Congresswoman will be vindicated. And the videos are clear.
Speaking up in defense of the Congresswoman, joining me right now is the Congresswoman at the center of this, Congresswoman LaMonica McIver. Thank you, Congresswoman, for being here.
Now, this is interesting right here. So the vice mayor in California, she said something. We're going to play that. And I know that CNN, they reached out to her so she could defend herself. So I don't know if she will, but you see how black women always do. They jump out in front of shit when it's wrong.
The charge is specifically for assaulting, impeding, or interfering with law enforcement. What is your reaction to this charge?
First of all, thank you so much, Kate, for having me, for allowing me to come on for a few seconds today. I think the charges are absurd. It's ridiculous. I was there to do my job along with my other colleagues. We have done this before. This is our obligation to do. It's in our job description to have oversight over a facility. And the entire situation was escalated by ICE. They caused the confrontation. Homeland came and, caused this chaos that we see. It was a very tense situation, but it could have been, easily not happened. They had every opportunity to not allow this to happen. It was very unnecessary. And
they put the highlight on that bitch. Just follow the light. Follow the light.
In our job description to have oversight over a facility. And the entire situation was escalated by ICE. They caused the confrontation. Homeland came and, caused this chaos that we see. It was a very tense situation, but it could have been, easily not happened. They had every opportunity to not allow this to happen. It was very unnecessary. And it just, once again, we were there to do our jobs. And, if I'm going to be charged with a crime for doing my job, it just speaks to, where we're headed in this country and what we're dealing with as leaders and as Congress members, here in this country.
Now, that's a lot. That's a lot. If somebody punch you in the face, Sam Welbeck, what's good? If somebody punched Sam Welbeck in the face, right? If somebody punched Sam Welbeck in the face and Sam Welbeck beat the brakes off of that person, and they're going to come and take Sam Welbeck to jail for assault, right? And guess what they're going to tell Sam Welbeck? They're going to tell Sam Welbeck, yo, when that person punched you in the face, you were supposed to go get the authority. So when these people didn't let you in the facility, you were supposed to go get a higher authority. You was not supposed to use violence. They're still going to take Sam Welbeck's ass to jail for beating that person up, even though they told him what he should have done. He still got to go to jail, face the judge. It's just the way it is, but not with these bitches.
Every opportunity to not allow this to happen. It was very unnecessary. And it just, once again, we were there to do our jobs. And, if I'm going to be charged.
Oh, I'm glad you said that, Sam Welbeck. I'm glad you said that, man. Because after that stream, I saw this Umar Johnson video and they was talking about reparations. And then it totally dawned on me, yo, everybody want different reparations. So I wanted to pose a question to all the blacks or whatever, like, what type of reparations do you want? Now, we could get to the Umar video after we get to this vice mayor. But yeah, I said, damn. So everybody got their own kind of reparations. What kind of reparations do you want? Because I know what I want. So what do y'all brothers want as far as reparations?
With the crime for doing my job, it just speaks to, where we're headed in this country and what we're dealing with as leaders and as Congress members, here in this country.
Congresswoman, just specifically on the issue at hand with now that you're facing this charge, I mean, what is the plan today? I mean, are you turning yourself in, showing up in court? I mean, what is your understanding of what happens now?
So we are still trying to get more information on what the next steps are. My attorneys are in contact with the federal courts in.
Yeah, and guess what, guys? They tried to give the bitch a deal. Yo, they tried to give her a deal. She said no. She's basically up there saying not guilty. Okay. She's saying not guilty.
We did not go there to protest. We did.
This woman is in big trouble. I'm telling y'all something. She is in big trouble. She may think this shit, it was a game when she first went out there, but no more. All right, let's go to the mayor. Let's go to the vice mayor. This is the viral woman right now. I don't know if y'all saw it. Have any of y'all seen what the vice mayor did? That nigga, you got to be a little more specific, brother. Cash money is the most versatile. Cut the checks, use it how you want. Write that check, that all, and send it direct deposit. True. Now hold those thoughts, because we're gonna get to the Umar, and y'all gonna hear what Umar wants, and then y'all gonna hear what I would like. And then, like, because I believe that we kind of messed up on the not what we want, just that the coming together of what we could all get or want or whatever.
2 weeks ago, she stood alongside Mayor Bass and other elected officials to stand in solidarity against the ICE raids. Cynthia Gonzalez has now gained the attention.
All right, hold on. Which one do I want to do first? I wanted to do how she first came on the scene, but nah, let's just hit.
Not for nothing, but I want to know where all the cholos are at in Los Angeles. 18th Street, Florencia. Where's the leadership at? Because you guys are all about territory, and this is 18th Street, and this is Florencia. You guys tag everything up, claiming hood. And now that your hood's being invaded by the biggest gang there is, there ain't a peep out of you. It's everyone else who's not about the gang life that's out there protesting and speaking up. We're out there like fighting our turf, protecting our people. And like, where you at? Bien calladitos, little chulitos. I'm like, dude, they're running amok all up on your streets and in your city. And Pete, when the big gang guns come in, nothing but like quiet, and we're out here, the regular ones that have never been jumped in, out here calling things out, trying to organize people, trying to do the thing. So don't be trying to claim no block, no nothing. If you're not showing up right now, trying to like help out and organize, I don't want to hear a peep out of you once they're gone, trying to claim that this is my block. This was not your block. You weren't even here helping out. So whoever's the leadership over there, just fucking get your members in order. Not for nothing, but I want to know where.
Now, this is the vice mayor of a city in California. And she's calling out the chulos or whatever the fuck they are to protect or come out and act badass against ICE. From what they said, the city of Los Angeles has separated themselves from this bitch. And the reason why I brought it up is because just like that black bitch we just put out there, they gonna make an example out of these black and brown bitches. You understand? They gonna make an example out of these people. They're gonna put like the FBI's after this bitch. Yeah, she would drink. Yo, that's why your bitch like to drink. You better hope she like to drink at home, because bitches will go out and drink and do some stupid shit. She just ruined herself with this stupid shit. Straight stupid. These women in politics really think they're gonna force us men to look up to them as leaders of the community. No, I think you got that wrong. Like, yo, they already know by being the mayor and everything, they are the leader. What they're trying to do is usurp white power. They done moved past us already. You know, they're trying to usurp white power, son. I would like to take the Midwest and the South back. That's what I mean when I say land. But once again, brother, you're not going to have enough people to come together. It's weird. It's weird. Because you got to have some folks there with you. Some Welbeck and them, they want money. That means everybody can get it. Your stuff, everybody can't get. These reparations are tricky.
Not for nothing, but I want to know where all the cholos are at in Los Angeles. 18th Street, Florencia. Where's the leadership at? Because you guys are all about territory, and this is 18th Street, and this is Florencia. You guys tag everything up, claiming hood. And now that your hood's being invaded by the biggest gang there is, there ain't a peep out of you.
She's calling out the Mexicans and the Chicanos.
It's everyone else who's not about the gang life that's out there protesting and speaking up. We're out there like fighting our turf, protecting our turf, protecting our people. And like, we're...
All right, because Fox and all these people went after her. Matter of fact, this guy went after her.
Cynthia Gonzalez, a Democratic vice mayor in Cudahy, California, a very small town, is calling on notorious gang members all over Southern California to get together. You're not going to believe this, to have a truce amongst themselves, and then to focus all of their anger on ICE. Saying they're in your guys' hoods, they're in your territories, and you guys are not doing anything about it. That's weak. Why not all get together and go hunting? This is a Democratic vice mayor, hopefully an ex-Democratic vice mayor. Hopefully she's let go soon, because
that bitch is crazy. You hear me? Yo, the feds are after her.
Calling on gangs to defend their territory against ICE agents. Sources tell Fox Cynthia Gonzalez Cudahy in Los Angeles County is under federal investigation for allegedly posting this video last week. Watch.
You guys tag everything up, claiming hood. And now that your hood's being invaded by the biggest gang there is, there ain't a peep out of you. It's everyone else who's not about the gang life that's out there protesting and speaking up. We're out there like fighting our turf, protecting our people. And like, where you at?
We reached out to Gonzalez to see if to verify this video, and we have not heard back. Calling.
She is in trouble, guys. Yo, that bitch is in trouble. She's in big trouble. You hear me? Like, you talking about who them bitches? Pam Bondi and Patel. This is like easy money. Women are so crazy that, ma'am, even if you get felony probation, you got a record. You cannot work in the office. You are done. You are charged with a felony, bitch. The problem with money is the more people get, the more it's worth nothing. True. You know what? Let's do it then. Let's go to the Umar Johnson. Everybody want their own sets of reparations, okay? Sam Welbeck and HD Live, they want cash, okay? Now, why is cash good? Because everybody can get it. And for the most part, they'll feed it back into the economy. So the white man would like that. We can't get a hold on reparations because black politicians won't push the envelope. All these boule lawyers could have been wrote up something to get passed. True. I know. I mean, I don't know if y'all ever heard my reparations rant before. I know Sam Welbeck has heard it, but I don't know if HD Live and that nigga, you ever heard my reparations rant. That's why I'm holding mines for last, because mines is just like y'all's, where everyone can benefit off of it. And it is cash, but it ain't cash, okay? Y'all gonna love it. My reparations are the greatest. And one of the things that's gonna stop all of y'all. See, Umar, let's get to this Umar shit. Umar kind of knows what he's saying. And all of you brothers know what you're saying. It's just that I'm I'm gonna get into it. I don't want to blow it. I don't want to blow it.
Famous around the world, please welcome the fan.
Reparations. All right. So, the guy called in to ask Umar about reparations. So, this is what Umar wants.
I like your model of what you said, how we should get it, and how money should not be at the top. It should be on the list, but not at the top.
Correct.
And why do we have so many? No other people that receive reparations have people in their own race talking so against it. And that why do we have so many, Negro peons that do that? This guy named Anton talked about, he talked so down on reparations.
Oh, I didn't hear that because I was listening on my phone and I couldn't really hear it good. I was kind of taking a nap. I didn't know they brought up Anton Daniels' name. Oh, shit.
They do that. This guy named Anton talked about, he talked so down on reparations. It was pathetic. And that's one thing. And another thing, you have a talk show host that comes on that station once a week. Anytime you bring up African slavery, he'll either hang up on you or say black people or black Africans enslaved white people before. What does that have to do with our slavery? Was totally different from any other group that was enslaved, period. They even fought a civil war around slavery. So explain those two things, if you will.
Thank you. On the reparations piece, 3 major points in my reparations platform. As you already said, money should not be at the top of the list because money expires. The American dollar is a promissory note that is not backed to any mineral resource.
Okay, Umar, but you must understand the way that if the white man was to give cash, it would be the best way because they can draw back money from it. So that would be fine. But let's go.
It's not attached to gold, silver, copper, or anything else. So why should we accept restitution for the worst crime in human history in a form of currency that doesn't have a mineral equivalent? That would be criminal, number one. That would also be betrayal of our ancestors. Number 2, for reparations, black people should control all black music. Nobody else can sell it, produce it, market it, or publish it. All black music is under the control of black people. And the reason—
Now, I like that one. I like that. All black music should go to all black people. I like that. That's nice, right? That's a good one, right?
else can sell it, produce it, market it, or publish it. All black music is under the control of black people. And the reason for that, America makes more money off of black music than almost anything else she sells. So we can control our music, we'll be good. Number 2, our creations. All black inventions become permanent patents of Black America. If anybody wants to use anything we've ever invented, they have to pay us. And the third one—
I don't know about that one because I don't know. How do you identify it? You know, one thing about these reparations that the federal government is big on is being able to identify. And the best thing that they did to the Negro was to give you the citizenship. You understand? That was the best thing that they did to help themselves. That shit is crazy. So from the citizenship, basically, we were supposed to keep all the houses and lands that we had from then, die there, be buried there, to have a definite track of lineage.
So we can control our music, we'll be good. Number 2, our creations. All black inventions become permanent patents of Black America. If anybody wants to use anything we've ever invented, they have to pay us. And the third one that I'll give—
and that's right there. That's right there. Instead of that's a good point. Instead of saying the African stuff, he could just say it just like he said it, Black America. Why he can't just say that all the time? Because he wants to be worldwide. I can respect that.
Of Black America. If any— 2, our creations. All black inventions become permanent patents of Black America. If anybody wants to use anything we've ever invented, they have to pay us. And the third one that I'll give is 60% of black people occupy 10 states. 60% of us are in California, Illinois, Virginia, Maryland, Texas, Florida, and there's a few other states. And every one of those states is a seaboarding state, so we should control the port. We get paid every time something comes in. We get paid every time something goes out.
That's not happening. That's not happening. You understand me? That's most certainly not happening. Now, it's just weird, man. You know? Because even I told y'all before, I went back and I watched A Different World. And Hilldale was a college that Bill Cosby went to that was supposed to be like a black college. Now, I went to a community college and I went away from home, but I didn't go to, you know, these black colleges and shit like that. I thought when you went to a black college, it was all black. I didn't know they was putting white people in there the whole damn time. And, you know, visa students. I didn't know that. Even when School Days and all that shit came out, I can't really recall if it was a white person, but I know they did everything that made it as close to white as possible with the light-skinned posse. Yes, I can't fuck with that bullshit. Dude is not being practical. Yes, dollar, any currency is a jet note. It's flat, not blocked. However, people need most of all to be able to choose how to hold their wealth. Max, comfortable, and liquid. Right. See, I don't think that you could worry about that. You know? And it's funny, man, because I would say welfare was that. But it wasn't just for us. Even if they had white people on, it wasn't just for us. We're talking about something just for us. So if you give the people money, I would almost have to say that you would have to take out a percentage to put it in some sort of whatever you're talking about, Sam Welbeck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would have to take a percentage out of every, you know, black child, that originally foundational black American child with lineage, take a percentage out of the shit that they get to go to some sort of, you know, whatever. Because you can't count on black people to do it on their own. You know? Man, I feel like the government will let America burn before they repay what they owe us. Facts. That's why you see Jews and Arabs fighting, because they're fighting to see who can partner with America. That's not facts. The small hats already had a partnership with the federal government. And shit, for all we know, the Arabs too, to send their students over. Whichever side wins is going to bring I mean, no, that's not it. The story is more of this. Now that we can get to it. As being foundational black Americans, you can sue more than the government. That's the first line of order in my reparations plan. My reparations plan doesn't consist of suing the government at all. Okay? That's where I say in the whole reparation scheme, that's where the fight is wrong. You see? That's where I believe the fight is wrong. And it also, it plays a part in what Dr. Umar talks about, as far as like, he doesn't want any federal money for his school because they're going to have some say-so over his school. I think that's kind of like bullshit. Because if we get reparations, you know, there's still the say-so. Like, we're not going to get the money like the Indians got it, to where we could have casinos on land, because we're not a together people like that. So what would be some of the most forward-thinking things as far as reparations are concerned? Sam Welbeck's plan, where they take a percentage of whatever they give you from a liquid standpoint and put it somewhere every time a black child is born, and in whatever stipend that we may get or whatever. And then we also can sue a lot of institutions that hurt us during our Americas, okay? And like we always say, the one that everybody could identify with is the Negro League. They took the Negro League away. They took our stars. They crumbled our league. And not getting too much into the story, to get the reparations from that, we would sue Major League Baseball, and we would sue all the TV networks. We would not go for the government. You understand? We would sue Major League Baseball first and foremost. And what would we want out of them? Say we wanted $2 billion or something stupid, right? 12 billion. Now, it would not come in the form of cash. You see, we would have these baseball institutions all over Black America where Black kids have the first opportunity to come in there and do whatever they got to do to own their craft and their skills, as well as, you know, because we're controlling the money. So we'll put like educational stuff in there and, you know, whatever the hell's the new technology that our children would need to be dealing with. And all this shit will be funded, like given to the Indians for their casino or whatever the case is, but from Major League Baseball, somebody who destroyed something that we had as Black American Negroes. Everybody could identify with it, and everybody knows that it happened. But we don't know if anybody's ever sued Major League Baseball for that. Because when it comes to reparations, it's the same story. Did you affect people, persons, and communities? Okay, they affected a whole bunch of communities. We had these Negro baseball league fields all over America, son. We had our own thing, but guess who would never put us out there? The TV networks. You see, we had concession stands, we had stores and neighborhoods that was thriving. We had Jackie Robinson, nigga. We had Jackie Robinson. Don't get it fucked up. So that was, I'm not going to go too far into it, but that's my reparation. That's just one of them. Okay. See, because when you don't sue the government, right? When you don't sue the government, you have so many different people to sue for reparations. And that's why, you know, Umar, he's smart, but he don't know the whole scope of it because he don't understand the true landscape of the Americas, where our biggest thing that we had going for ourselves was creating different leagues and stuff separate from white people. You understand? And we didn't need anything. We was balling. Y'all saw that Jackie Robinson movie? We ain't need no big stadium. We was packing wherever we was at, meaning all the concessions and the food and all the stores, everybody was eating. You understand? We didn't give a damn about no Babe Ruth, dog. We knew he was the shit, but so was our players. But yeah. So I would not go after the government for my reparations. What you guys think? Man? That's why we need new dedicated Black politicians who can't be bought clean. That shit is over. You could just forget that. That's over. That's over, son. That's over. Money has done it to us, but not in the way that it needs to be. Don't y'all know if you go to the Dominican Republic and all these other places, the New York Yankees built like stadium, you know, mini stadiums over there so they could, you know, groom all that talent. Don't y'all know that? We supposed to have that for every sport in America. Our own grooming talent shit, you know, but it definitely could start with baseball. I like where this is going. Did you know that Georgia Power flooded people out when they built all of those dams? They flooded out Black community. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Shit like that. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. Now, I told y'all before, we have the case to draw from, but that was for the government. What was it? It was the, I don't know, pig something, the farmers that got the $1 billion or $2 billion, the farmers, the pigs farm, some shit. I never take the time to look it up, but if you know, I'll find it later. Yeah, they started getting players from over there so that they could alienate us from the sport. Facts. The best part about it, about my reparations, is something that everybody knows. And if we was half of the Black people that we were before, it would be something that we could rally against from a grassroots standpoint. You know? But guess what they did? Guess what the fuck they did, my nigga? Guess what they did? they made black people stop liking baseball so you don't give a fuck. That's what they did. They made black people just stop liking baseball altogether. All right? You watch Jackie Robinson movie, you see nothing but bitches out there with the guys. They made all the blacks stop liking baseball. So just the whole, think about how beautiful that is. The real reparations that we could go seek, they made people stop being interested in it. Everybody want to play basketball and football. You know? You niggas don't know these white people are fascinating, man. They do this shit. Right. It used to be all of our favorite sport in our generations. We used to love some baseball. Nigga, we used to have baseball cards. But, you know, we fucked it up. And even when we was liking baseball, we never really knew about the Negro League as children. Not like that. We learned about, not when you played baseball as a child, you never knew shit about the Negro League. Only time you knew something about the Negro League is when you read the Jackie Robinson story in school, not when you was playing. Only thing you knew that it was other blacks out there with you, and you got to be one of the best because those guys were good. You know? And everybody, we all wanted to go to the major leagues, B. Now our kids could not give a fuck. We gave the sport away. They made Barry Bonds, who was the greatest, they made him be the greatest cheater. So they do us blacks real greasy. Real greasy, B. I mean, just think about if you saw the Jackie Robinson movie. Just think about it, man. Even the movie Life. He's fucking the nigga, the owner from the Dodgers, like, yo, I think I'll go get that monkey Jackie. I want to stir the pot a little bit. Remember that baseball game, one bounce with the tennis ball? If you caught the ball in the air or one bounce off the ground, it was a hit. Right. We was dead serious, man. But those are my reparations, player. That's what I would go for as a start. I mean, I got a whole list of this shit. Because I know that a lot of our blacks are trying to get the government. And that's we are deserved from them. But they got us on that, man. We gave up all of our old property. We fell into the trap of going to fucking what they call that shit? Graveyards. The Indians don't use graveyards. They make their own. They make sure that they have their lineage. You know? That's something that hurt us, yo. That's something that really hurt us by not having those the graves from way back. We supposed to keep all of our ancestors the same way they did over there in Egypt. You know? Crazy work. But Umar reparations, I like his music one, but that other shit is crazy.
For the worst crime in human history in a form of currency that doesn't have a mineral equivalent. That would be criminal, number one. That would also be betrayal of our ancestors. Number two, for reparations, black people should control all black music. Nobody else can sell it, produce it, market it, or publish it.
That was a good one. That was a good one, the music thing. That was a good one, but they even fucked that up for us now. Black people don't even like black people music unless it comes from the white people. So it is what it is.
All black music is under the control of black people. And the reason for that, America makes more money off of black music than almost anything else she sells. So we can control our music, we'll be good. Number two, our creations. All black inventions become permanent.
I don't think you black people get it. Don't you get it? Don't y'all get it? We used to could sell CDs out the trunk and become wealthy. Not wealthy, but become livable. Man, you know, doing well. Like we used to could make hood movies. They made sure everything that we did was not sellable. People don't want it no more. People don't buy it. Yeah, the soul food's a horrible diet. They're just everything's bad that's black. Don't y'all get it? Don't y'all fucking get it, man?
Patents of Black America. If anybody wants to use anything we've ever invented, they have to pay us. And the third one that I'll give is 60% of Black people occupy 10 states. 60% of us are in California.
Fucking go through the room. Yo, I go through the room and shit. Any gladiator crib I'm at, bitches watching the Oval and some old FBI Law and Order type stupid shit. They don't need, yo, bro, they took all of the black shows away. Bitch, don't even watch. Yeah, but you gonna watch The Chi? And that's how racist these bitches are. They'll make sure they watch The Chi and BMF or some stupid shit like that, knowing they don't even fuck with that. Shit is wild, man. Because that's the whole reason why Tyler Perry made it. Not because he was dressed like a bitch. Because, well, I wouldn't buy it, but in those days, like we would buy some Master P movie or some shit like that. Or even with what Shotas, we'll buy black stuff. You understand? And the women, they was allowed to buy black stuff too. And they bought Tyler Perry. See, because we was into buying black CDs and stuff like that, you know, back in those days. And Tyler Perry, with the shift of the rainbow lead and everything in the media. Yo, y'all want to see something? I would like segregated land at least 10. Nigga, you could forget that. I would like segregated land at least 10 states where the infrastructure is. Nigga, you dreaming. You hear me? You dreaming. That's a good dream, brother. That is a good dream. But what I was saying was like the media. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I put it? How do I put this? I still believe that we can do stuff. And I still believe that we can use the media to our advantage to sell, you know, hood movies and shit like that, not the Oval and all this dumb shit, right? But for some reason, it's like this. People are not going to just buy your shit because you black anymore. You got to kind of like program them. And y'all want to see what programming is? This is programming. All y'all could identify with this right here. This is how you get programmed. This is how you get programmed, son. All these joints. All these commercials. See how they program us?
I'm Kevin Hart. I'm Kevin Hart. I am Kevin Hart. I'm Kevin Hart, and I love acting. But my true calling is playing a new puzzle game, Royal Kingdom. That's why I started the Kevin Hart School of Acting Like.
How many Royal Kingdom commercials do you niggas see? How many Royal Kingdom commercials do you niggas see? All right? You ain't got to tell me because I already know. You should speak on how other races are banding together to shut us up. That black fatigue was a play to get right. I agree with that, to get every race Sambos back on one accord against Black Americans. I agree with that because they even went all the way to, you know, Fox News and all that with that stuff. But stay with me on this. Have you ever seen the Royal Kingdom commercial through your phone all day long? Talk to me.
Kevin Hart. So more people can actually take my roles and I can play more Royal Kingdom. Doesn't get better than that. These kids don't listen. These kids don't listen. These kids don't listen. These kids don't listen. Yeah, punctuate it. I think Kevin.
You see these Royal Kingdom commercials on your phone all the time? always popping up commercials, right? Now, you got to pay attention here. We can still come out with hood movies. But could you program the media like this? Do you have the budget like Royal Kingdom to make sure it comes up on everybody's commercial? Can you program them? Oh, you never seen it? Oh, you're a lucky nigga. So I done fucked you up because they're going to play it now.
He was a great teacher. Stay on that side.
Kevin says it's important to be in the moment.
Stay on that side.
But then he says, but not this moment. I'm playing Royal Kingdom. Get out of the way.
There's no ads.
There's no ads.
And you don't need Wi-Fi.
And you don't need Wi-Fi.
No, that's what I'm telling you.
That's what I'm telling you.
So they push this stuff out there, right? And what I'm telling you guys is we could put our stuff out there to hold on, huh? Sorry about that, man. Something fell over, B. Oh, you got YouTube Premium. Oh, y'all got YouTube Premium. Oh, that's what it is. But they got this thing. It's this Royal Kingdom. It's killing YouTube. And I would say that that's like you brothers might have to get off of that YouTube Premium. Well, not now, but let's say we had a movie or whatever, and you push it through this right here, the way that Royal Kingdom is doing it, or even if it was about reparations. See, y'all got YouTube Premium. Y'all don't see all the commercials. Right now, all the commercials on YouTube is this. Royal Kingdom and how Israel is fighting. Those are all the commercials that's coming on YouTube for the most part. Of course, they got other sponsors, but this Royal Kingdom shit is crazy. I mean, they played it like all the actors, Kevin Hart, all the actors, they do these commercials. All for this video game called Royal Kingdom. And I sit there and I say, wow, they really will program your ass. So you guys are doing a good thing by not getting these commercials now that I think about it, because you're not getting programmed. Yeah, they make all of these celebrities. Y'all saw the LeBron James one, right? Y'all saw the one with LeBron James. They you know, you got to be able to get into these media slots to emphasize your stuff to where people may take the opportunity to watch. Now, shit, it almost sounds like it's a Netflix game now that I think about it. Because all of these people, they were actors, but they're popping on Netflix. Everybody goes, well, I don't, but everybody goes to Netflix to watch what's new and what's hot. Now, if somebody say a new movie hot like the Taraji movie, then I'll go watch that on Netflix. But on Netflix, you could see all the actors and everything who got the hot movies and everything. So they're popular from there. Then you come over here to YouTube because they ain't really got shit on the big screen. So in the movie theaters. So you bring these actors over here on YouTube with the commercials, still got the face recognition and the heavy advertisement. It's just programming at its finest, man. But we could use that to bring back, you know, that's why you say Master P and them niggas are crazy. because you could actually put all these commercials out. Now, you still run the risk that the shit won't pop. That's why everybody try to do their own little audience. Right, Amazon Prime as well. Right. That's where everybody's seeing all of the celebrities still doing their craft. Yep. That's where we at with this, homie. You know? But when it comes to this black shit, it's a lot to it, man. I do believe that the internet was made where we could still make stuff happen, but they have deterred black people from supporting black people like that. But not the women. It's the wildest shit. Or you got to be doing some. You got to be a celebrity, like the grassroots shit. It's a little bit tough. Now, what they do give you is the ability to like grow over time from a grassroots perspective. But the way this stuff works, we got to put money into the commercials. You know? So that people can recognize you. You don't have to do all this stupid shit. But the grassroots, you got to put that work in, man. You got to, it's a time thing. They don't let you just pop. You got to be that outlandish. Now, with our other channel, where hopefully we can draw that sort of outlandish, feedback. That's why we're going to try the other channel to try to do the outlandish route. And maybe we'll get some feedback. Because once again, we all know this channel is dead. They take subscribers from a player. So something's not right here. Everybody else's channel grow, incremental in increments, right? And I just don't see it over here. But I'm still here for you players. It's all good. It's all good, dog. But I'm a shut it down, man. I'll come back later.